Hi ladies, it's Barbara, your menopause drama mama, and today I'm going to talk all about varicose veins in our legs. Are you one of the 50% of women that have developed it after you hit the postmenopause years? Well, the reason, or the biggest reason, is the drop in our hormones. When we had all that estrogen in our body, our veins were very healthy. And now that the estrogen has depleted, the vein walls are not that healthy, and also the valves in around the heart are not that healthy either. So they're not opening and closing like they used to. Well, I'm going to tell you that there are some things that you can do to help improve that. Now, I just noticed, I'm 61 years old, that I have one vein that's starting to kind of stick out quite a bit around my ankles. So I started researching this, and this is what I found out. One, you need to start moving regularly. The big thing that you should do is calf raises. Calf raises will help the muscles in our calves get more in shape. And we want them to become bigger so that way the calves, or at least the muscle in our calves, will compress up against the veins and push the blood more towards our heart, because we don't want the pooling down below in our feet and in our lower legs. So do calf raises. Now, if you have not been one that has exercised a lot, I would say start with 10 repetitions of calf raises. I don't know if you can see the whole video of me, but just go up, slowly come down, up, slowly come down, and do it on a surface that is level, because you don't want to tip over and fall and then injure yourself. So just start at 10 reps 3 times. And if you don't have any issues in your muscles, then you can up that to doing 15 reps 3 times. So at least 45 calf raises. Now you want to definitely get those muscles stronger in your calves, so that way you can get the blood flowing back up towards your heart and not pooling down below. Another thing that you should do is elevate your legs when you're sitting. So like in the evening, if you're watching TV, hopefully you have a recliner, and keep your legs up so that way they're not sitting below or way below your heart, where the blood, when it's coming down, it can't find its way back up. So try and keep your feet elevated at night. And another one is never sit for a prolonged period of time, nor stand for a prolonged period of time. Try and get a balance in there during your daytime. So do a little walking and movement for that blood circulation to get back. And another one, avoid crossing your legs when you sit, because what's happening is when you're crossing your legs, you're not letting that blood flow freely anymore. So it's getting trapped. So we want to avoid that. And I really try and catch myself in this. I mostly find that I will cross my ankles, and I still try and stop me from doing that, especially since I realized that that one vein is starting to bulge around one of my ankles. Another one, you can wear compression socks. That can help to put that pressure on your calves and push that blood back up where you need it, through the, up to the heart, so it can keep circulating in your body. Also, after, we've had children and, gaining weight and, losing weight, or keep gaining the weight, that weight is also putting a lot of pressure on your veins. So trying to eat healthier is a big one. And, also getting the processed foods out, because that is literally ruining your organs. So let's eat healthier. And also do a little more exercising, especially around your waist if you can. And you know that you can do standing exercises for that. I've done, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 videos so far on just standing doing ab work. And you can also, for abs, just use a counter, ladies. You can do, you know, you're raising like this. So you never have to get on the floor. So get that ab work in, you know, and you can do twisting so you can get the sides. So a little more exercising for you. And you deserve this. You deserve to have a healthy body after postmenopause years. Another one, avoid very tight clothing because that's constricting where the blood flow is not moving freely through our body anymore. So those are the big things that you can change in your lifestyle on a daily basis. Things to do for your nutrition and supplements. A big one is increase the flavonoid rich foods in your diet. Now that's going to be a lot of citrus fruits. I know if some women are on statin drugs, you can't have grapefruit. And you know, I love grapefruit, oranges, anything like that, citrus fruit. So you may have to consult with a physician. Now my big one is to always find a menopause doctor to help you through all your menopausal symptoms because it's all due to the loss of our hormones in the body. So, and always below, click the more, there's going to be a description box for you, and I will have all this extra information for you on certain, you know, like if there's supplements that I talk about, I will have a place where you can purchase them. Now I don't get paid from any brand, so I just try and find the, you know, what I've either used already or things that maybe have a good deal on them that are still a very healthy supplement for you. And that will always be in the description box below. And also I always include Menopause Society that you can go to and find a doctor in your city. Another thing to do besides increasing the flavonoids is taking, it's called horse chestnut. That is extremely good for your body's, you know, the blood circulation. So also stay hydrated. I am a big advocate on making sure you get enough, you know, hydration. And for me, I had noticed that as much water as I was drinking, I was probably peeing it all out. And that is because also with our hormones, we don't have the ways to keep the water retained in our body anymore. So I always add the minerals to it, and I use Ultima that has like you know, six minerals I think in it, or what, I'm not sure, and some salt, so that way I stay hydrated. And I'm just gonna grab it just because I want to make sure. Sorry about that, ladies. The 6 essential electrolytes we need in our, you know, this way, what water you're taking in, you retain it. And that's what you want to do. You want to retain that water. Because remember, I've talked about how those electrolytes and the minerals and all that in there, that helps your blood circulate, and we need that if we start developing these varicose veins. So stay hydrated. That's a big one. Another is to include those fiber-rich foods in your diet. This way, it will prevent you becoming constipated, because when you're constipated, that's putting a strain on your, you know, that circulatory system. So that's another good reason, you know, to stay hydrated and get the fiber in you so you do not become constipated. Add healthy fats like omega-3 is really good. And you can get that from your flax seeds. You can get them from chia seeds. I'm a big chia seed girl. Walnuts and fish. And that will also improve not only your circulation, but it can help reduce inflammation in your body. The certain herbs and natural remedies that you can do are the horse chestnut that I had just mentioned, butcher's broom, there's grapeseed extract, which is really good for you. And you can use witch hazel topically on around where you have those varicose veins. And that can help relieve some of the swelling and itching that you get. And so also, let's move on and we'll talk about like the certain exercises you can do besides the calf raises. You can do some gentle walking. Swimming is really good. Yoga is really good because that helps get in some stretching. And you want to also make sure that you keep doing calf raises. So that way you can enhance those muscles. And a good thing to take, and I've talked about this before, is that creatine, 5 milligrams, and that will help your muscles in your body. So that way you can start building more of them, because that's another thing that we have lost after menopause. Avoid, like I've said before, avoid sitting for a very prolonged period of time if you can. Get up, and if you're in an office, maybe get up every half hour if you can, and just take a short walk around. Avoid high heels, because that happens to put like pressure on your legs when you're standing up like this and you're not giving your legs a break. Another one is not to take too many hot baths or saunas for a long period of time, because that will dilate your veins, and you don't want to do that. So avoid that if possible. So anyway, with that, I hope that those things will help you and at least try and decrease having those varicose veins, because they are unsightly, and get your legs healthy, and so that way that blood will start circulating throughout your body. And ladies, with that being said, I hope this video helped you, and I hope that you will do some of these things that I've suggested to help you so you don't increase the varicose veins and then end up having to have surgery. So I love you, big hugs, and wherever you are in this world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. I will see you in my next video, and if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. All right, ladies, have a great day. Mwah.